up, Easy Bakers? So for today's video, we're going to be making these salmon croquettes, these salmon patties, these salmon cakes, whatever you like to call them. But before we jump into it, follow us on our new Instagram at Easy Bakers LLC. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So let's jump into the video. So you guys, I'm going to do this, they call it the poor man's way, honey. I just went and got two 14 to 15 ounce cans of this salmon. And I'm just going to remove all of that black skin, as well as some of those bones that are inside of it. Now, removing the bones is optional, it just depends on your preference. The bones are very small and brittle, although some of them are a little tough, but you're more than welcome to just go ahead and keep them inside of your meat. Or if you're like me, just go ahead and take them out and move on to the next steps. So once I get all the bones out, I'm just going to cut it up, and I really didn't even have to cut it. The only thing you have to do is just take your hand and do it like that, and it's just going to mash on up. So now, girl, you all done with your fish. Now you're going to move on to all the wet ingredients. I have 2 large eggs that I placed inside of a medium to large bowl, and to that I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, as well as 2 tablespoons of some Worcestershire sauce, some lemon juice, and then I'm going to add my spices. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you guys, this right here is the juice that came in the can. I like to drain out the juice and reserve about 2 tablespoons of it just to enhance the fishy taste. But that's just my preference. So once you got all of that in there, you're definitely gonna have to dash you up some hot sauce, but you're gonna go ahead and mix that up a little bit. Now, all of your spices, you're just going to add your spice to taste. I'm going to leave in the description box the measurements that I use, but as always, I recommend you starting off with half and kind of increasing as you go, using your backhand knowledge of how you like to season your stuff, okay? And I did add my breadcrumbs at this time as well once I added that parsley flakes. So on a medium-high heat, I'm taking half of a large sweet onion with some small mini bell peppers. I just used some red, yellow, and orange, and I'm putting a little olive oil in there, and on a medium-high heat, I'm going to just cook them until they're nice and tender. Not overly cook them because you don't want them overdone, but you do want to cook them enough so when you bite into your patty, you're not crunching on no raw vegetables. So you want them to look a little shut like this. Now, since you guys see how I added my breadcrumbs, it's kind of thick, I'm going to take my salmon and I'm just going to go ahead and mix it all together. Sorry about the angle, sorry. But I'm gonna just go ahead and mix it all up. I started off using this rubber spatula, but then I remember my mama and my grandma said that the best kitchen tools is your hands. So once I was like, girl, what are you doing? I went in there with them hands and I got to work because we ain't got time for this mess, girl. So go ahead and mix it all up, and don't forget your vegetables because I forgot my darn vegetables. So go ahead and mix it all up until everything is evenly distributed together, and you're just gonna go ahead and start making your patty. So once you get your patty shaped to however you want it to be, you're gonna heat some oil to 350 degrees. And once you do that, you're gonna place your patties inside of the oil and cook it 3 to 5 minutes per side, flipping them. Be very careful when you flip them because you may need 2 rubber spatulas so it won't fall apart. Mine's kind of did, kind of didn't, but that was because I was trying to rush too. So yeah, be very careful when you start to flip them. So you guys, I like to go ahead and serve these salmon patties with a thing of grits and eggs, boo-boo, for some brunch. But this is a southern staple. If you do not know how to make some salmon patties, boom, pow, pow, here you go. You already got it. So once you get done frying them things up, go ahead and place them on a paper towel so all of that extra grease can drain off. And there it is. And if you guys don't want to, like, don't eat grits or something like that, or if I didn't want to make it with grits, I'll just probably put like this little dill mayo sauce and go with it if I'm trying to serve it to somebody, you know what I'm saying, being fancy. But anyways, this recipe is super easy, super good. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we're gonna do what? See you on my next video, girl.